Words. And so this is one of our 9th grade students. I'm just so excited to share with you, and that is Mr. John Oakes.
Dear God, I just thank you so much for John and just the amazing guy that he is, and thank you for bringing us all here down, and just please just bring him peace right now, because I know it's very nerve-wracking, but you called him to do this and he's answering what you asked him to do. So just thank you for John, and just help him to speak your words. Amen.
So hi, I'm John. I'm a freshman at Buford High School. I'm very nervous to do this, but I've also wanted to do it since this time last year. Fair warning, I'm already crying now, so I'm definitely going to cry later. And there's I have the overall message of what I want to share with my testimony, but there's something else I have to say at the end of this that if I don't, I feel like I'd be letting everyone in this room down almost. So that'll be at the end, and I'll definitely be crying then because it's really important to me. So I don't really remember many big things happening in my life up until 3rd or 4th grade that affected me with the church. So that's kind of where it starts. But I want to say some background. I grew up in the church. My family, my parents, my grandparents, they've all gone here. I was born and I started going to this church. So that's how it's all started. I would go to the studio for the 1st to 5th graders, which is upstairs in the warehouse. But I would only show up maybe once a month, just because it was really uncomfortable, because I always got distracted by something. I just kind of didn't really care to be there, and I didn't really know many of the kids there, not even the ones in my own grade. And so it was always really uncomfortable because I had no one to talk to. But what else really made it uncomfortable? Because starting in kindergarten, and I don't know why this just happened. I've been and it's of course obviously it's progressively gotten worse each year, but I've been bullied from kindergarten starting to now, so it's affected the way I can talk to people and make friends. So that's really affected my story and why I'm up here. But that's basically how it would work. 1st to 5th grade, maybe once a month, and just show up. So then we got to 6th grade. When you get to 6th grade, you start confirmation at the church. And so the first day there, I just didn't know why I was there. I knew I was there for a reason, but I just didn't know why. I thought it was just because my parents were making me. But I kept showing up, and because I had 2 main reasons. One, I was just going through the motions, okay, I'm gonna get this done, it's gonna be fine, I have to do this. And my good friend who doesn't go here anymore, I didn't get to see her much at school because we had the same classes, just different schedules, so I still got to talk to her because we've been friends since we were 3. And that's basically what would happen in confirmation, and we kept going through it, and I learned to focus more when they were talking, but I still didn't really feel like I was friends with many people still, and it was still really hard for me because we'd gotten to middle school and everything, in school-wise, had gotten so much worse. And so it just kept, this would happen at school, and so it would affect me at church differently just because that's what always happened. And so then confirmation ended, and I kind of just stopped showing up to church. We were confirmed in the church, and I was okay, that's really all I have to do. I'm pretty much done now. God's just going to take me wherever I need to go. My life's just going to keep happening, because I still didn't really know people. So, and just kept showing up. And so then we started 7th grade, and from there, everything just got worse. The bullying at school, the hatred, the mean words they used to me, it all got worse. I was told sometimes on a day-to-day basis that I was worthless. I wasn't worth anyone's time. Nobody cared about me. It was just I was trash, thrown to the side. That I didn't really matter. And so I just stopped showing up to church altogether, and I kind of get up in God. And I was he doesn't care about me. This is his way of telling me he doesn't care about me. This is I messed something up. This is why this is happening. It's my fault, and he just doesn't care. And so, but another reason also I stopped showing up to church was, which looking back is very dumb because it's obviously not true, but the perception I had gotten from school was that they don't like me, and I know that, so I know the people here, even though literally almost none of them go to the school, like Griffin and Hayes, they were at the high school when I was in 7th grade, so they weren't even there. But I was like, they don't like me at school, and they like bully me at school, say all different things. The same thing's gonna happen at church, so I'm not gonna like go there because I don't like it. And I want to say this, not a single person in this room that has ever gone through this church has ever like bullied me. No one in here has ever like stopped me from coming to this church, which I'm really thankful for, because I wouldn't be up here if it was the other way around. But that's like why I just stopped showing up, and because I had no one to turn to talk to like really help me with that. And so then on March 4th in 2017, my great-great-aunt died, and that was really sad for me because she's someone I would often go up and talk to, and she would like tell me all these fun stories when she was a kid, because she had like 4 brothers and she lived with a whole bunch of family members, so she had all these fun stories, and I'd go up there and talk to her, and it'd just be kind of like I could get away from the world and just talk to her. And so we got home from school that Friday, and I was driving home. I was like, hey, we called her Nanny just because we didn't know how to pronounce her first name when we were kids. We just called her Nanny. So I was like, I'm gonna go up and see Nanny today because we lived literally right up the hill from her. We got to like walk up the hill to go to her house. Like, I'm gonna go see Nanny. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna talk to her. And so I got home, and I don't know why. I just decided not to. I was like, I'm too tired. It's been a terrible week. I just don't want to do anything. And I didn't. And then we the next morning we found out that she had passed away in her sleep. And I never got to go up there and have that last conversation with her, and like I never got to say goodbye to her, and it really affected me because it made me feel like it's because I didn't go up there that Friday. That's why she's not here anymore, because I didn't go there and talk to her. Like, it's my fault. Which, as I got older, I acknowledged like, no, that's not how it works, obviously. But that's how I felt at the time. And so, but I feel like the way I found out was also wasn't the best, because I woke up and my parents were gone, but their cars were still at the house and breakfast was made, so I was really confused. And all like the doors were locked and there were random cars up at her house. And so I had no idea what was going on. And I called my mom and she was crying. She was like, it's okay, just stay at the house, it'll be fine. And I was thinking like, okay, I can tell you're lying, but I'll just stay here because you're my mom. And so then an hour later, my dad like comes down and is like, hey, Nanny passed away. Like, I have to know she just passed away in her sleep watching TV and stuff. And I was just so distraught by it. And I don't know why. And I just kept thinking, why would God do this? What is he trying to tell me? Like, this has to be some sort of sign. And so then it was the funeral day. And after the funeral, we had like food there for everyone. So everyone that came through, we got like to talk to everyone. And what really helped was Jen and Sam. If you don't know who Sam is, he was the youth leader year before Ryan. They showed up, and they were just so welcoming. They were like, hey, I know this is really rough for y'all. If there's anything you need, we're like right here. We don't, we can like, you can just come over and tell me anything you need, like if you need help with something. We're right here, we're always willing to help. And then, I don't really know what, but something in my brain clicked, and I started showing up at church again. It was the week after the funeral. It was a Sunday, and I feel like looking back on it now is God's way of showing me somebody actually cared about me, because at school I found out like nobody really cared. I didn't have any friends there, and so like this was God's way of showing me someone cared about me. I could talk to someone. And so I started showing up at church, and I feel like this isn't like just random luck or something. This is God like, hey, these people are going to be your small group leaders when your first day back. It's going to be a lot, but they're going to help you. And it was Katie's parents. They were my small group leaders. And so they were so, like, they walked up to me the second I walked in, and they were like, hi, I'm Laura, hi, I'm Laura. I was like, what's your name? I'm so excited to meet you. Like, is this your first time? Welcome to small group. It was like so amazing that like somebody would actually take the time to do that. And it was like, like I said, it was God's way of showing me someone cared. They were so welcoming, and I started showing up again. So I got, so I started showing up every Sunday, and I would maybe show up on a Wednesday, and it kept like growing and growing until I got to where I became what I wanted to, which was pretty much every day that I could go over to the church. And so, well, the one big thing that was kind of, I can't think of the word right now, but one big part of this was from like the end of confirmation to 8th grade, I hadn't picked up a Bible since then. And so when I was talking to Jen about this, I was like, hey, everyone has this like special Bible verse. I don't have that because I like refrained away from it. And so we were talking and she was like, okay, well maybe just look through and if there's like a special verse that helps you realize something is and it could grow to be special to you. And so I found that verse, it's Psalm 119, verses 1 through 4. It says, you're blessed when you stay in course, walking steadily on the road revealed by God. You're blessed when you follow his directions, doing your best to find him. That's right, you don't go off on your own. You walk straight along the road he set for you. And so that helped me because it really showed me like something else that I'm trying to say, but it's also like a good reminder that like God's still there. This is the road he set for you. There's obviously going to be things that like try to steer you off course, like the bullying, the death. Like that's not something that you can control. That's something that's just going to happen, and it's you never have any control over it. It's just those things that are going to try to steer you off course. But this verse really is just a good reminder that you know you're staying on this road. This is the road he set for you. The stuff that's supposed to happen is going to happen, and God, it's going to be God that does that. And so. Yeah, so this is the part where well, first, the main message I'm trying to say is that no matter how bad you think your life is, no matter how terrible something may be, just know that like God's still there. He still cares about you. Wherever your home is, God's still going to be there. Whether your home's here at the church, it's with Jen, it's with your parents, it's with somebody else's parents, it's with a friend, a sports team, it's with like a theater group or a band. No matter where your home is, God's still going to be there, no matter what, no matter how terrible it may be. And so that's why I can say, like, my house is right across the street from the church, but my home is here in the church, and that's where I feel safe. That's where I know I belong. It's where I need to be. And that's, like, the big message I was trying to convey. Like, stuff happens, but God's still there. He still cares about you. So this is the part where I'm probably going to start crying, because when we went over it with Jen, it's like, it looks like you're trying to say something, and I said something just so I didn't give it away, and I think you need to say this because I feel like you wouldn't be doing this if it weren't for that reason, and I completely agree. I'd like to say thank you to everyone in this room, because I wouldn't be up here on the stage, I wouldn't be the person I am here with if y'all in this room hadn't like taken the time to get to know me. If like my first camp meeting ever, this is the person I really want to thank. If Griffin hadn't walked up to me on that first camp meeting and said, hi, I'm Griffin, what's your name, do you want to be friends? I'm not kidding, it's like exactly what he said. He walked up and he said that, and I didn't know how to respond to that because that had never happened to me because I had never had a true friend. And so if it weren't for him doing that, I probably wouldn't be up here now. And if it weren't for all of you who have just like helped me so much in growing in my faith, learning who I really am, becoming those true friends that I need, I wouldn't be up here sharing this with y'all. And I can't thank you enough for it because y'all have shown me nothing but love, and that's all I want to show y'all back. And it's it was really assuring to know that like that first time I really had a true friend, which was Griffin. Like, it felt so great to know, like, oh, these people here care. I finally have, like, a real friend. So, also, just the last thing I want to say is if you, it feels really great when that first person walks up to you and it's like, you can tell, like, they want to be your friend. They're like, hi, do you want to be friends? It feels so great. And so I want to encourage everyone in this room to, like, find that person if you haven't yet. And just, like, because trust me, it feels so great. I remember crying about it later, like, wow, somebody actually wants to be friends with me. And if maybe you don't have that person yet, I could be that person. Maybe Jen or Ryan or a senior or somebody here in this room could be that person, because I can tell every single person in this room cares about everyone. There's no ever like hatred shown to everyone, and that's always helped me, and I know it can really help someone else. So yeah, that's pretty much it.